Trojan Grad 78 come down, and 2 other Northwestern fans drove down to watch the game with us. And so, yeah, we had a pretty decent crowd out there at Dutch Fork. Not a big Norman crowd showed up, but the ones that showed up were rowdy. You know how that the road game is going to go. The ones who make the trip are going to be the ones that want to see the game and cheer for the team.
I got you. Were they pretty balanced attack, or is it pass happy?
You're saying Dutch Fork?
Yeah.
Well, we got them this Friday night.
Say that again, Mark?
Running attack for sure. You know, no secret that they've got number 31, the running back, is just a beast. He's got size, he's got strength, he's got speed, and he's got a pretty decent line. But, you know, even when there wasn't a hole, he could explode through there and make his own hole.
Exactly.
And once he got past the first level, he was all but gone. Now, Dorman's defense this year is really, really good and disciplined. And one thing we have not seen much of is people breaking tackles on Dorman. If one of our guys gets his hands on you, you're probably going to go down, even if you've already made a first down and then some. There have not been many runs this year for TDs on Dorman from outside the 20.
I got you. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're in a really, really tough division up there in the upstate. They play really, really good football up there, but to come out of the first 4 games 3-1, you got to be proud of the Cavaliers.
Yes. Yeah.
I believe we're 4-1.
4-1. 4-1. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, listen to my man here trying to cut you off of a win already.
Is that JC?
No. This is actually one of my new guys I got here. He's replacing all those guys because they bowed out this time. But this is Charlie. He's one of my guys I used to play with in high school. He was quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, wow. You know, this year has been what I was hoping it was going to be for South Carolina football, which is that you don't have too many teams dropping off, but you have a lot of teams getting better.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The big story this year, I got to say, has got to be the Vikings, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I got to give them props. I mean, they got a new coach, they got a whole new attitude, but, you know, some of the postings, you know, I'm just getting tired of certain posters saying stuff the Creek is run dry, whatever. You know, we don't even play them.
Yeah, I understand. Well, you know me, I'm a diplomat, and I see it going both ways. I see things that the Viking guys, well, you shouldn't say that, man. And then I see guys on the other side of the road saying, and then I go, come on, man. No, you shouldn't say that. What frustrates me is when you see someone come on there and they'll say some good things, and then they'll leave some backhanded comment, and it's frustrating, you know, because it's like, I'd say the last couple of days, these guys have almost been getting along and just down to some good football trash talk. And that's what it should be.
Exactly.
Just, you know, it should be any personal attacks or anything like that.
Especially on a coach. Yeah, I mean, you don't go blasting somebody's team coach and then expecting not to get no kind of comments whatsoever back on it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know exactly what you're saying. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of agree that I don't really know where that comes from.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
I just kind of dropped it because I was like, it's not even worth getting an argument over.
Right.
It's just a board, talk board. So
yeah, it's just like you said.
I think what it may be is just some unfiltered honesty. Kind of like if your girlfriend asks you if you think she's fat, you say, yeah, you're fat. Anyone can look at you and say you're fat. You know, there's some things that you know that people would want to say or they think, but you know, you should have some kind of sense about what's gonna provoke people. You know, and there should be some restraint about certain things you say, especially if it has no bearing on the discussion. You know. I really don't see the point in talking about the Gators and then mentioning that you don't like their coach. It really has nothing to do with the quality of the football team or even whether you think they should win or lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one thing if you don't like the team, that's fine. We understand that. But don't make personal attacks on the coaching staff. I mean, they're not there to defend themselves, and if you're going to say something like that, just say it to their face because I'm sure they'll give you an answer back.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, like I said, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I carried the hatchet on that. I'm not carrying that no more. whole new week and a whole new team coming into the swamp.
That's
so.
right. I mean, we got Dutch Fork Friday night. That's what only thing we got to focus on right now is playing a good football game against a good football team this Friday. So we got to definitely be ready.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean,
Okay, so what you guys thinking? I'm saying the Dutch Fork better this year than they were last year, and they were pretty good last year. You know me, I'm a Gators fan. I'm a Dorman fan first and a Gators fan second. I guess you'd call me the kind of the other Sparty. He's got the Vikes and the Green Wave, and I'm Dorman and the Gators.
I got you, bro.
So, but I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about the Gators this Friday.
No, we're all watching this with both eyes wide open. That's for sure.
It's definitely it's going to be a good game. It's going to, like I said, both coaches are awesome. They know what they're doing, when they're coaching their teams, and I'm sure they're both going to have their teams ready to play.
There's no doubt about that. I know that your coach is not taking Dutch Fork lightly, and neither is anyone on the team. You guys played them last year, and it was a tough game, and you guys had to put together a really good game to beat those guys, and it's going to be another tough game. I think if you guys can just shut down the running game, you're going to be okay. But they have a pretty good passing game. Yeah,
Olenchuk's a pretty good quarterback. I was commenting on that before you called up. He's a good field general out there as far as having pocket presence and be able to run throw on the run. So he's a good quarterback. We saw that last year.
Yeah. I don't know. What are you guys thinking? Are you nervous? Are you confident?
No.
I'll tell you what. No.
We're always confident.
No,
right?
we
won 31 games in a row.
30. Anyway,
30 games in a row.
Anyway, let me say that I'm gonna leave the confidence and all that to the coaching staff and the players. I mean, I no matter what I say or do on this board or this show is not going to make any reflection on the game. I'm sure Coach Wee is going to have them coached up, ready to go.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's basically all I can say on that one. But
again,
I hear you.
I mean, like I said earlier, though,
you got as much right to have confidence in your team as anybody in the state.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well,
I don't even
every
mean
team
from
should.
a spirit standpoint. I mean, you've got it on paper. There's our confidence right there.
Exactly.
Well, you got it. Look again. I mean, especially on high level football or any level of football, you got to take every game seriously, and you got a game plan and get ready for your opponent, regardless what their record is.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's something I don't know about. I think no one's going to say, yeah, we were looking past this team. But that's one thing as a fan that I'm not privy to. Do coaches ever coach a couple weeks ahead? Do the players put all the extra time in? I don't know.
Nope.
Never.
Nope.
It's always a team at hand, and that's the one you focus on.
That's absolutely it.
Because when you start doing that, that's when you start losing.
Okay, I'll buy that. 100%. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I was hoping that Dorman's game against Hillcrest was kind of a hoodoo game. Now, Hillcrest was really good.
Yeah.
And I knew that Dutch Fork was going to be a big challenge. So that week, I'm secretly hoping. I didn't say anything to anyone about it, but I was like, well, I hope we were kind of looking ahead. That would explain a close game with Hillcrest and give me some hope for Dutch Fork. But obviously, the coaches put in their time with both teams, and we got a win in one and lost a tough one in the other.
Yeah. Well, who you got this week coming up?
Oh, you know who we got this week. Come on.
Burns?
No, we got
Gaffney. You got the big Detroit coming in town, huh?
We're gonna have a big old tailgate and we're gonna see what happens. Now, my opinion about Gaffney and Dorman, if you look in recent history, I'd say maybe going back past 6 or 7 years, I believe that these games usually follow what the line says is going to be.
Yeah.
Whoever's picking the team, whatever team they're picking to win, usually just wins the game.
Yeah.
For about 3 years, Dorman beat up on Gaffney, and then Gaffney started getting good, and people were saying, Gaffney's probably going to catch Dorman this year, and they caught us, a few games. And now people are saying Gaffney's down. Dorman's pretty good. We've got some issues on offense. I believe that I'm going to go ahead and be confident enough to say that we'll win the game by 1 point. I don't know, but...
I got you.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with rooting for your team.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. We understand that. I mean, you're
Nah. I'm not superstitious person. Every now and then, though, I don't like to eat crow. That's my problem. So that's why I don't guarantee wins. But I think we'll probably beat Gaffney. Obviously, they're going to get better this year. They always do. I don't know that they're going to be able to do it in week 5.
I got you. All right. Well,
I know that Shaq is supposed to be not 100% either, and that's kind of what they're putting all their hope in is Shaq. So,
yeah.
you know, I wish him the best. I hope he does get well. I hope he gets good enough to go in there and give Burns a good game. But, you know, I hope they don't give us a good game, and we do give them a good game, and we get a win, because it's been a while since we beat Gaffney.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds good. So, anyway, what I'm going to do, Mark, is I'm going to have to cut out here for a second and start a second show, but we're going to have to go over a few more things before we do that. Like I said, I appreciate you calling in on the show there. I'm sorry I didn't get a hold of you the first time, but we had to call you back on that. But do appreciate you calling in, man, and good luck to the
Norman Cavaliers, baby.
The home of the U up there. Hopefully y'all can squeak out that win you're talking about, and I'm nothing against my Gaffney pals up there. I'll back the black and gold. So.
Well, I'm going to be going 100% Gators this Friday. You know I'd be there if we weren't playing the Indians, and I will come down and watch you guys play Buford.
All right. Well, hey,
welcome you down to Charleston.
Yeah, we'll give you a little banquet beforehand, and we'll go on through the gate. How's that sound?
That sounds awesome, man. It's good talking to you, Terry. I can't wait to see you again.
Hey, man, you take care, man, and good luck.
And it was good meeting you too.
Nice to meet you too, Decaf.
Charlie.
Yes, that's
sir.
Charlie, the mayor of Goose Creek.
The mayor of Goose Creek.
That's
All right,
it.
man. I got you. You guys have a good one.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. All right, in case anybody hasn't noticed, we got 2 callers in for Palmetto Football Talk right now. Definitely, that was Decav. He's a Dorman Cavalier fan.
Cavalier, the U.
Very diplomatic man on Palmetto Football Talk. Very knowledgeable about his football team, and of course, area teams around there that he has to play. Really good guy. Like I said, if you ever get a chance to get on Palmetto Football Talk, by all means, go on that site, register, put your screen name in, and start pulling for your team. Because believe it or not, most some of the kids get on here and they look at the school, the screen and see some of the pump up hype that's going on, and they get feed off that stuff. They love it. I used to. But anyway, getting back to our show here, we just left off Dorman. That's an upstate caller there, by the way, guys.
That's right. And, again, 1-844-730-1534. And again, we're talking about statewide football, not just down here in Goose Creek, but we'll talk about Goose Creek if you want to. But any thoughts you have on high school football, certainly give us a call.
Yeah, great. Definitely do that. And, we picked up a couple sponsors, but we're not going to use those till Saturday, just for the simple fact that we're still waiting on their transcripts to get in here to show us what they want us to say. But we're really looking forward to our new sponsors coming on board with us, and we wish to keep continuing going on here. Me and the mayor here, and definitely we look forward to keeping up y'all's information for you, so that way we can talk football. But other than that, we'll be right back after we set this program back up here for the second half. And thank you again, callers, for calling in and letting us know how your team's doing. And we will definitely talk to you all later.